Disadvantage if you get taken to the mat.
Because my fingers are free.
Your fingers are going to be free. So you're not going to wear boxing gloves. You're just going to wear a protective glove over the top.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good strategy. That should help you on the ground. Now, do you have any experience in ground fighting?
Not really. I'm just going to continue punching. I'm going to do what I know best, is to punch.
Hit and just take the hit.
That's it.
Okay. Now, who is your first opponent?
I'm the champion of the last one.
Okay, Steve, the ninjutsu.
Right.
Okay, did you see his tape last time?
I saw it.
Okay, were you impressed? Or?
Unimpressed.
So you're going to knock him out?
You know it.
Okay. Good luck. Nice to be practicing martial artist. I watch your tapes. I really do like the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Thank you.
And you changed the way I saw fighting. You added a new perspective to it, and since then, it's an honor to meet you, and I've studied a little bit about your family and your family history. I know about the challenge for years and years. This is kind of a dream come true to you, right?
Absolutely, yes. I've been, as you know, my family's been doing, this kind of combats in Brazil for over 65 years. And for me to come to the United States, and where I started from scratch, having a chance to gradually not only build up a reputation, establishing the credibility for Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but also being able to eventually, culminate with the Ultimate Fighting Championship is a dream come true.
Right. Now your father is here. Now I understand you're teaching a seminar tomorrow, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now I'm going to be there. I'm already signed up and everything. I'm looking forward to it. Your father is going to be teaching also.
He's going to be in the seminar too. Yeah.
That's an honor. Maybe we'll get to interview him later on. Now, Hoist in the last one was injured somewhat after his first bat.
Hoist wasn't injured. He had a little dehydration, probably because of the effort and stuff like that, but he wasn't hurt, physically hurt.
Okay, so his was more or less just being exhausted after that struggle with a much bigger, much physically stronger man.
That's right. And he had a little dehydration, what Dr. S1 is, was this determination after the fight.
Right. Now, he did try to come back. Did he come back into the ring thinking he really would be able to fight? Or
yes.
He did? And he
did.
Just realized once he got to the ring that...
Once he realized he got a little blurry vision, and Dr. S1 felt it was maybe because of the amount of effort or the heat, but dehydration was the final determination.
So has he changed his training strategy to try to build his body up a little bit more for endurance?
I'm sure that Hoist has been a little more focused in seeing whatever he can do to better himself, like all of us should do, in life.
Who are his main trainers?
My father.
Your father?
My father came to supervise the training.
Now, I noticed I've watched all the UFCs. I was very excited when the first one was even about to come out, but I've kept up with each one, and I'm so glad y'all came to Tulsa. Now, I did notice in the last one that Hickson wasn't at ringside.
Yes.
Now, Hickson, I read an article that he was in Japan.
Yeah, Hickson has received some offers, and he decided to, pursue some of these offers on his own. So he's been doing that.
Okay. Do you anticipate him ever fighting in the UFC?
I would like very much to have Hickson in the UFC.
Okay. Is he going to wait until Hoist decides to retire, or is he giving Hoist room to work until Hoist decides he doesn't want to do it anymore or take a break?
That might be. It's a decision that we have to do when the time comes. Right now, the team is doing well. We don't have to do much changing at this point. But on the future, we might give Hickson a chance to be in the event, also to bring him in, and because he's a great fighter, there's no question on that. It would be nice to have him competing on the Ultimate Fighting Championship, so that we can show that not only Hoist can do what he can do, but Hickson can also be part of this.
Now, a lot of people do say that it's not the art, it's the fighter that you look at, but so that would give the advantage of people seeing that more than one practitioner of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu can battle in the ring.
Well, we have been showing this for over 65 years. It's not going to be the Ultimate Fighting Championship that's going to determine that. That's what the family has been for so long. Now, the Ultimate Fighting Championship has definitely put the Gracie family on the spotlight, and which is a clear example that is much more than the fighter, is the art. Because Hoist has consistently been the lightest competitor on the event, and has come out very successful in all of them. Therefore, yes, to have another fighter that also from the Gracie family would be great, but this is what we've been doing all along anyways. I think that Hoist has already established and exemplified how effective Gracie Jiu-Jitsu can be.
Now, how has the UFC helped for example, your enrollment, your seminar involvement? Has it boosted that quite a bit?
It has helped a lot, yeah. More than anything, because it has showed the world that, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is something that the average person can do. I mean, if a person like Hoist, with only 178 pounds, can, be successful against much stronger, much heavier people, the average guy can look at that and say, Hoist can do it, I can do it. Which is is a major strong point for what Gracie Jiu-Jitsu represents.
Okay. It's nice talking to you, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
I had a ground person before. Also, I got into it kind of. I was interviewed for a show. I'm a martial artist and do a lot of street hardcore type stuff.
Can we sit down?
Sure, sure. Best dressed fighter today. Kevin, I saw you in UFC 1, and I was a little impressed by you, especially your first fight when it seemed like you were just taking a lot of punishment and you just kept hanging in there and you came back. And heart, to me, being a martial art instructor myself, heart is more important than skill and courage and all that kind of stuff. And when I saw that, I was thinking, what if he would just train a little harder and get ready for the next one? I think he'd do even better and progress, and here you are. And as an alternate, seeing what we did in UFC 3, there's good potential that you're going to be fighting for some real money. So,
Yeah, I'm not in this for the money. I've never done, you know yourself, if you do martial arts for the money, you're going to.
right.
But, yeah, I mean, I took the fight. I would like to win. I'd like to be the alternate champion. And that's it. I don't want to go into the main event. I mean, if I go in there, I'll do the best I can, but mentally I'm not there. I just want to fight the alternate and come back to the next one. And the next one, if I come back, I will win because, I mean, I'm about 3-4 months away from being mentally, I mean, physically I'm there, but mentally I'm about 4 months away from really getting in touch with myself and, getting back to where I'm from and, getting my life back, realizing where I came from and where I want to go. So I would rather have fought the next one, but,
So you see this as more or less preparation to the real.
But I have a lot to lose. I mean, if I lose my first fight, my opponent is a very big, very strong man and is very good at grappling in that. And, I don't fight on the ground, So, I mean, if he gets a hold of me, he's going to win. If I hit him, though, I mean, I'm hitting a lot harder now because I'm boxing now, especially boxing. I did a pro boxing fight. So, we'll see.
So one of your strategies is to try to stay off the ground or to get up quickly.
I don't want to go to the ground. I mean, if I go to the ground, I mean, you're going to see a look on my face, like, So I'm not a ground fighter, I don't want to be on the ground. You put cigarette butts on the floor.
Okay. What kind of do you have a fear of going to the ground as far as you're going to avoid that at all costs, or if it happens, or do you have any plans to deal with it? I mean, a lot of people. We see a lot of people that boxers, kickboxers, and stuff.
I was advised by a very old martial artist and everything else. He said what he's seen. He called me up a minute back when he found out I was going in it because one of my students told him, called him across country, called him, and he said what all these guys are doing wrong is when the guys on top and everything else, these guys waste so much energy trying to get up. Right. You can't get up when somebody's on top. You got to roll over and then get up. So yeah, I mean. He's a big point and everything else, but I think if I want to get on my stomach, I think I can get on my stomach as long as he doesn't have me one of those
chokeholds.
Whatever they do.
Okay. All right. Well, it's nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
Corey Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm also a martial art instructor. Kind of got into it by being interviewed and ended up with my own show because the response was real good. We're really excited about the UFC participation and the contest in itself. I've followed it since its birth, and you're one of the lucky guys to me, even just to be in it. I kind of wish I had the time to train. Now, what made you want to be in a contest like this?
Like I said, I used to have full contact competitions back in Venice Beach, California and all that. And police came and broke that up in, 83, 84. Because of the fact that gang violence and all that stuff breaking out and all that. It wasn't nothing like a money thing and all that, but it was just something that we used to do and all that full contact and having fun. So I wanted to get back into it, but it wasn't nothing like this going around. And all of a sudden, I go around fighting against different schools, and that's how Pops found me. I fought against one of his champions and all that. So, hey, let's do the full contact thing all the way down to the mat.
Did you say Pops?
Yeah.
Is that your trainer? Okay. Now, what type of martial art background do you have? Judo?
Judo, Shotokan, Kempo, and I've been involved in several different styles.
Okay, so you have a good base as far as you have your kicks, your punches, and your ground fighting skill. Do you consider yourself more of a martial artist or a street fighter, which I know they can be the same?
I have both. I'm capable of doing both.
Well-rounded?
Well-rounded, very well. I came from West California, too. At the same time, I had to fight my way out the streets. So.
Right. So in this ring now, is it one-on-one? There's nobody going to throw anything in, no weapons, anything like it's just man against man. It's
just man.
It's kind of like the gladiator type of thing. Now, you know who your opponent is, and you just learned a day before, so you don't have really any time to tailor your training towards one opponent. That means you more or less have to be well-rounded. Now, but knowing Keith, did you see, or Kevin Rozier, did you see him fight in the UFC 1?
Yes, I did.
Okay, have you comprised a strategy based on the way he performed then?
Basically, I look at the fight back then, see what he's about, and also I judge him about what he's about now. And when I get in that ring is when I make up my mind which way I'm going to take that person. Whether it's going to be a ground match or it's going to be a stand-up match. But I feel most of the advantage is going to be at the ground. Because that way you get the matches over as quick as possible and all that. And that person on the ground.
Less injury.
Less injury
both
than
parties, actually.
Yeah. And you get over it a lot quicker, though.
Right.
And if the person on the ground, I mean, they're in serious trouble. That's what me and Grace said. If we ever get a chance to meet, it's going to be on.
So now, you're an alternate, but it could go to you could be pulled into the actual event and replace somebody. There were 3 people injured in the last one, so I anticipate at least 2 people getting pulled in. So now, are y'all fighting before or during?
Me and Kevin Rozier will be the first match.
So whoever wins that is most likely going to replace the first person injured. And y'all will have already fought once. Are you looking towards the money at all? Or is that one of your goals, or are you just here?
Money is a secondary thing. I mean, I like money and all that. I like fighting too, and this is just for me to get out here and utilize all my martial arts skills and all that, and really have a good time and take it to the top.
Right. So you've done this for free, so it's just an extra bonus to get to do it with a chance of winning any money.
The money would be very, very important too. I mean, we all like money. I can't say we don't like money, but yeah, I mean, I just like being out here. I think it'd be a good opportunity to fight with anybody who came out here, period. Either a professional boxer or whoever. I mean, I would like to go ahead and do it, period.
Now, you say you've gone from school to school and doing challenge type things, and did you do that as kind of a cocky attitude or as a?
I gave my respects to the people and all that. They invited me in, they asked me to work out with the people and all that, and they said, well, hey, this is how we do it here. I have no problem with that, but I tell them also what I'm about at the same time. And so can we mix it up, make it where it's beneficial for the both of us. And I talked to majority of people say yes. Those who didn't, I gave them their respect and said, okay, fine. If we can't do it, I would not create a problem. Just
Okay, we just talked to Kevin, and Kevin, I saw him fighting the last time around, and I asked him point blank. I said, this guy's a big guy, he's a strong-looking guy. I said he's going to be able to take you to the ground if you're not able to hurt him. And I said, can you fight on the ground? And he point blank said no. His plan was to try to get back up. And so, to me, being a person I've trained in Kempo, Kung Fu, a lot of different things, Filipino, Indonesian martial arts, and I value probably most of all in a one-on-one situation they go to the ground fight. Now, do you think you have a huge advantage over him, or do you think?
Yes, I feel I have a very huge advantage because the fact that I am a grappler at the same time. I'm very strong. And I think my biggest point is because the fact that I like throwing people. And that's one of the things I want to do the most. I like to see people throwing. So I want to throw them to the ground, not just take them to the ground. I fight with whoever I fight. I want to try to do mostly a lot of throwing and take them down to like a choke, arm bar, whatever I want to go ahead and make the person submit.
And reserve energy for the next fight.
Exactly.
Right. Sounds like a good strategy. That's me.